Hey, it's still winter in Indiana, so I'm finding things to do to pass the time. And I do have a few projects I want to work on the car in this video, and I thought you might want to follow along. It may only be 30 degrees outside with a winter weather thing coming of 3 to 8 inches of snow, depending on who you talk to, or listen to for that matter. But I've got it a nice 70 degrees in here in the garage. As I work inside in the garage on a few projects, this is what it is currently doing outside. The first thing I'm going to work on is these door limit straps from racersdirect.com. I ordered these from Amazon, and I'm going to put them on the car here. This guy here, it'll keep the doors from opening too far. Especially when I'm strapped in, it's kind of hard to reach out with the 5-point harness on. So let's get started. Right about now, you can see the expression on my face the moment I realize, oh, I can put the strap on the up or down bar. I keep looking back behind the driver's seat at the 5-point harness and how it is laced together so I can lace this door strap the same way. My roll cage door bars do swing out, but it's good practice to get in and out without the aid of that from time to time. So I've screwed it through the carbon fiber door panel and into the factory door, and it disconnects right there whenever I need to open the door all the way, and it is strapped right up in here around the front up or down bar of the S&W roll cage. I put the door limiting strap on because I realized when I was at the track and strapped in with the 5-point harness and my helmet and everything on, if the door was all the way open, I couldn't reach it. I could barely get it with my tips of my fingers when it was partially open. So this strap will help me, give me something to grab onto, and will keep the door from coming all the way open. So in the last video on this car, I did a winter detail, and I mentioned that I was going to be replacing some split loom tubing under the hood here. So let's get started on it. Excuse me. So you can see right in here, I took out some wiring when I removed the oil accumulator and the scavenge pump, and removed some redundant wire that I had taken components off in previous years. So I got the bare wire here, and I really need to get it covered up. And my split loom tubing was up in the attic above the car, so it took me a little while before I was able to get it out. So we're going to get started. Here's my box of convoluted tubing. I have red and black in here because I have red on the 2000 Trans Am. So let's see what we got here. I think one in here is black. We can use piece right here looks good. The tools and supplies I'm going to use for this project are a pair of side cuts, a pair of scissors, some black cable ties in small and large sizes, and some split loom tubing. My suggestion on the split loom tubing would be buy a good brand, because the cheaper stuff, like I've got here, tends to collapse easy when you're installing it. This wiring here has been taped together with electrical tape when I originally ran it in the car to ease in the installation. As I took wiring out, that tape became loose, and it's also kind of in the way when you're installing split loom tubing. So I'm going to, as you can see here, cut that tape off and just throw it in the trash. This wiring right here, it's a lot of the systems in the car. Some of that would be the alternator, the boost controller for the turbo, the horn, the headlights and turn signals, all the fans, and the sender on the fuel pressure gauge, plus a few other things that I can't recall right this very moment. So I've got everything wrapped with split loom tubing all the way back to the firewall. Now it's time to zip tie it to the front down bars. Here's a front shot of my freshly split loomed wiring. Oh, it looks so much better now. Alright, everything's tied up, in place and secure. It looks factory. It seems like I've made a lot of changes to the in-car wiring, and I always have to cut zip ties and replace zip ties and pull out wires and whatnot. So I got these reusable Velcro cable ties on Amazon, and I'm going to tie up the wiring under the dash with these, so if I ever need to make a future change, I just undo the Velcro. As you can see, things under here are a bit crazy. Let me get in here where we can see it. There's wires going all over the business here. I need to kind of try to straighten this stuff up. perfect, but it's a little bit cleaner than what it was with those Velcro ties there, tying things kind of up out of the way. My battery shut off. The decal that I had made has peeled away, so I'm going to make a new one. I've got a new label maker, so I'm just going to make a quick one. I'm going to use some adhesive remover by the name of Rapid Remover. I've used this previously when I changed the flame decals on this car a couple of years ago, and it works marvelously. Just spray it on and let it sit for a second, and then, you know, this paint isn't show quality, so yes, I am using a dull razor blade to scrape the remnant of the old decal off. But it just comes right off. It's as easy as that. Do a little cleanup, and we are ready to apply the new decal once it's been made. Here's my Dymo label maker that I got from my mom for Christmas. This thing is awesome, and it is super easy to use. You just power it on, punch in the decal, the words, numbers, symbols, whatever you want it to say, and then push print. In this case, I want it to say push off for the battery disconnect that is at the rear of the car, which is a safety device in case of an accident. A track official, a worker, anyone could run up and push this, and it disconnects the battery power from the car. And it just prints out of the top, just as easy as this. The decal, the backing is split down the middle to make it easy for removal. You just simply remove it and stick it down, and then enjoy it. Yes, I realize that it is 2021 and I have 2019 NMCA decals on my car. Well, let's make that, let's make it change. And ta-da! Okay, it's 2020 decal, and I know it's 2021, but I don't have a 2021 decal, so this is good enough. Thanks for watching this video. Tackled a few small projects during the winter, and just gonna wait out the snow until the springtime. Thanks for watching.